Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness. Destroy the middle, it's a waste of time. From the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting names of the lovers that went wrong. The lovers that went wrong. We are the reckless, we are the wild youth. Creating visions of our future truth. And one of us will die before he gets there. And if you're still bleeding, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us, our feelings, they are dead and they are gone. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting names of the lovers that went wrong. The lovers that went wrong. And you caused it. And you caused it. And you caused it. I was scared of dentists in the dark.
You're not being at all reasonable. Hey everyone, it is Kristi. Welcome to the happy hour. I gotta put up the right transition screen. There it is. Hello. So now you can see stuff. Now you can't see anything. What the hell is going on? Oh, that's better. And now that that's fixed, welcome to my co-host Kevin. Sorry, my flow is just gone there. Hello?
Well, it almost feels like I shouldn't even bother bringing up my hot Hummel chat for this one. If you're just going to talk all over it like that, I might as well leave that. I was going to get the Hummel chat in early, but fuck it. What's the point? Really?
Yeah, that's true. By the way, don't watch the show. Go watch Essence of Thought. We're actually going to promote Essence of Thought and rather than us. Like, this is a nothing show.
But they're not on for ages, are they?
30 minutes from now.
Oh, okay. Is it? Oh yeah, oh go because you're an hour ahead. Sorry, right? Yeah, you're on German time. You're an hour incorrect. Yes.
Yeah. So consider us the warm up act, and then go over to Essence of Thought's
Yeah,
channel.
go and watch that shit.
Yeah, and then come back and watch this later.
They do have a bigger channel, so you could watch them later.
They have more people waiting to watch their program than are actually watching ours. That's how much.
Yeah. So
we will keep...
fuck Essence of Thought. No, I'm gonna.
No. Go watch. I actually want to watch that immediately after watching our show. So, because I want to know what what they are going to say about old Hamfister and his.
Well, exactly. I want to see that as well. I'd be like, nah, fuck it. There'll be football on, but there isn't.
We could faff about for 30 minutes and then stream snipe, and then watch a bit of that and come back and do some other things. But like in a happy way.
I don't care.
No,
well, Kristi, I'm dead, as we know. We discussed this last time.
Yeah, you were exposed to corona.
Basically,
you're on your way to Zombieland.
So I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was thinking today, brains sound less disgusting than they used to.
Awful.
So I think that's the start of the transition. I think that's how it gets you.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't just wake up one day and you're a full zombie. You go,
oh, what is that?
Maybe I'll try a little bit of brains.
Something tartare. What is the French?
What?
There's a French dish, something tartare. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically just like raw minced
Steak
beef.
tartare?
It's kind of like sloppy joes. That was my impression. It was kind of like sloppy joes, or
Oh, I'm sure there are French people out there thinking, no, it's nothing like sloppy joes.
I know they are.
Don't you
But that
fucking
was
besmirch our national cuisine with your hick fucking slop that I wouldn't feed to a fucking rabid dog.
Are you earphoneless tonight? I'm hearing myself back more than usual.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I do have they're next to me. I always grab them and put them next to me. Well, sometimes.
That's about as useful as having the condoms
in
in the table next to the bed. Like, you have to actually...
Well, I'll just pull out and come on your back. Fucking hell, what's wrong with you?
Like, actually put it on. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Being in the vicinity isn't good enough. So, yeah, definitely in 30 minutes or less, go over and watch Essence of Thoughts.
Or don't. We'll just stay here. That's fine. And then go and watch that later. That's fine.
Yeah, and the 36 people.
Why are you giving away our no viewers to this person?
A 20.
To this other human.
20.
Anyway.
A very elite 20.
I don't know about elite.
Small.
It seems a bit much. Given if we go on to the tweet, this is the bit where I tell everyone how disappointed I am with them.
Yeah. I mean, right now our fan base could, if we had more fans, we'd have to hire us 2 coaches as opposed to just the one. So it's kind of cheaper to do it this way.
Papa Kev is not angry. He's just disappointed. I asked for, and note the exact wording here. Does anyone have suggestions of recent videos from YouTube shitlordy types for me and Kristi to take a look at tonight? I think it's very clear that I want videos. I want video links, really, don't I? That's what I'm after. Some people did come forward with that. Most people just said, oh, do one about this person. That's not a video. It's not.
I think I was saying I was looking for edgelords, so maybe they had, like, I'd primed them in the wording of the title to think they were just going to have to shout out names.
But specifically, people who responded to this tweet and the message of the exact same wording on Facebook, most of which didn't come back with, look, even Cog, bless his tiny little face. Oh, no, that's a different person. Oh, my God, do Andrew fucking Tate, or fecking Tate. That's not a fucking video, is it, Cog? Up your game.
Yeah, come on. First thing is read the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Exactly. Like, you're answering a different question.
Unless he's saying the most recent video from Andrew fecking Tate.
Well, yeah, but that's still, you need to give me a little bit more than just a person's name.
All right, so who else has disappointed you here? Yeah.
Niall, just with walk-ups. Technically not even his name anymore. So, Bearing.
Yeah.
And then John Doyle can fuck right off. Which is technically true. He can and should. Not a link.
All right, and the link that you did get, you're going to give a pass.
The link that I did get was a really weird one. Thank you to Data Port Dog for at least answering the correct question. Well, you did as well, but you did a link to our show, which, to be fair, is good because I should have put a link in there because, you know, self-promotion and stuff. I'm fucking dreadful at it. Data Port Dog, I did watch that video, and this guy's so fucking boring. Jesus Christ. He's an idiot, and it is funny, but it's so boring that I was falling asleep.
By the way, Cog is in the chat. He's going to try to argue the ref here. He guarantees us. He guarantees
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Cog, we will take that fucking thing. Later on, we're going to sort of surf around some random peeps. I say first stop, Andrew Tate. We click on let's say, pick a number between 1 and 10, Krista.
2.
Okay, we pick the second video.
All right.
So he's penultimate as of yet upload.
Right.
And we'll see if Cog's theory works.
We're testing it.
Yeah.
Your rep is on the line here.
Exactly, Cog. If this is wrong, you can never show your face in public again.
It's just over.
Which might be true in general because of coronavirus.
Right. We might never be able to leave the house again. This might be the only way we get to talk to each other. Ever.
Yeah.
Oh, before
and I was really annoyed, right? I went out. I was told on the news that gloves and a mask would be fine to go to the shops with, right? But I was really annoyed because everyone else had a full set of clothes on. I look like a right idiot.
I kind of
furious.
Weirdly, I immediately pictured you naked, wearing only a mask, a face mask from a hospital. And
Of course, that's where I was going. Like I'm not going out. All of my life, I've wanted to always just stay in, and now I'm sort of not technically government mandated, but I'm being strongly encouraged by everyone to just sit down and binge watch Poirot. So that's what I'm doing.
And what day are you on, by the way, of your quarantine?
I started on, well, technically Tuesday morning, so 3.
Day 3.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, no, 4. Sorry, 4. Yeah, I can count. I know the numbers.
You can do all the digits on your finger. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to do something.
Hang on.
No, not time.
Taking the piss out of me. Taking the piss out of me by saying all the digits on your finger.
On your hand. You're right. Anyway, you interrupted me before when I was gonna...
hoist by your own petard.
Yeah, a digit finger. Petard. Boom. I want to do a Netflix party for Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But I can't. I'm thinking of either doing it Saturday night or Monday night, because Saturday I have D&D, but not till quite late, and then Sunday we have the group D&D thing, right? So I won't be able to do it Sunday. So I don't know.
There's one small problem, because we should we take people into our private world, Kristi?
Well, if you, I'll trust you. Yeah, if you want to, I'll lift the curtain a little bit.
Me and Kristi were we'll give you a little peek. Nothing too fancy. Not into the changing rooms. Don't worry.
No. Just into
me and Kristi did a Netflix watch party of I'm going to say subpar comedy. Kristi's taste in comedy isn't. Let's just say it's not 100%. It's a bit hit and miss.
All right. So can we also say here that I suggested something and then said, "Do you want to watch something else?" We went, "Yeah, let's." I'm like, "Okay, I picked last time. What do you want to watch?" You're like, "Whatever you want to watch is fine." So once you say whatever you want to watch is fine, you don't get to complain anymore. You had your opportunity to participate. You had an opportunity to make a contribution.
Because I was testing you. I was testing you to see like what kind of stuff you're into, and you failed.
Okay, first of all, I have to work within the pool of available Netflix comedy that is both available.
There's so much on Netflix that's amazing, and you chose 2 piles of shit.
Okay, what on Netflix is amazing that I did not choose? No, go on.
Well, Toast of London, but you can't get that in Germany.
Exactly.
So I can't help that geographically.
Yeah, not a category,
you are limited.
Not a possibility. Try again.
I don't know what else is on Netflix.
Exactly.
The Office.
We were doing stand-up comedy. We had a genre.
All right, and Ricky Gervais, but early Ricky Gervais before he became a cunt.
I am not going to give more money to Ricky Gervais. I'm never going to give Ricky Gervais money on Netflix. Sorry, denied.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Poirot.
There is no Poirot on Netflix. That's ITV land.
No, but you can get it on catch up.
Again, so you said I had a very limited pool of talent to work with, and I picked Hannibal.
I'm not sure talent really is an apt description.
There was some.
No, I'm overselling it there. Basically, the point was it was okay, but it was very American. Anyway.
Yeah, that I would grant. But the other, I didn't want to go Simon Amstel because I saw part of that, and it's all very like
Simon Amstel is shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he's the most. He is.
Jimmy
this
Carr.
This is a joke that only Kristi will get. He's very much the Radiohead of comedy. Overrated.
We were having a little Radiohead discussion earlier. Kevin's got very strong views. Very strong views on Radiohead.
I have. Strident.
So, like, the Netflix options are Jimmy Carr, Ricky Gervais, Simon Amstel, maybe Russell Howard, some pale, skinny English guy with ginger hair. That could be any number of British comedians.
Yeah,
There's no Dar O'Brien. It's really pretty slim pickings. Netflix.
Is there any Dylan Moran?
No.
Oh, fuck's sake! This is terrible. Anyway, regardless, right? I wasn't even. That wasn't the point I was trying to make at all. I was just throwing that in as a little jab. Anyway, me and Kristi watched these parts of these 2 comedy sets.
Yeah, it was hit and miss. I thought the first guy was pretty funny.
But so the Netflix thing, we eventually got it to work. The Netflix party app thing you can get. Was it Google extension?
Yep.
Chrome extension.
I think I can...
But frankly, I
idea.
found it a slightly underwhelming experience because when I watch Netflix, I don't want to type. When it said you could chat, I thought you could literally chat, like voice chat, but it's just a typing thing.
Yeah, it's
When
like
I'm
you
watching
guys.
fucking Netflix, I don't want to type. I just want to watch fucking Netflix. Who the fuck? Look, I watch Netflix to avoid having to do stuff. Why the fuck would I want to do stuff? And I feel obliged to like type stuff to Kristi, and I'm like, I've just
Yeah,
missed that
you
joke. Whatever
quit.
that punchline was, it was probably
Yeah, you
brilliant.
kind of like quit after a while. You kind of lost the
Yeah,
enthusiasm for typing. At one point, you went, "Ha ha ha!" That was funny.
yeah, it was. It was a good line, but
And I was like, okay, well, it's 1 a.m. now. But I thought if we had something like a Monty Python and about 15 people or 10 people.
well, pronounce it correctly for a start.
Monty Python.
Monty Python.
I said that.
No, Python, please.
Python. Like, how many syllables do you think it has?
Python.
So maybe I'll do this. I think I'm gonna end up doing it Monday night because I think I want just a day off. So if people are interested in joining a watch party for Monty Python and the Holy Grail, now you made me doubt myself. There was the extension.
The Holy Grail or the Life of Brian?
Holy Grail.
Oh, okay.
I prefer Holy Grail. I think it's slightly funnier.
Well, I prefer Life of Brian, but regardless, they're both very fine movies, and I thought it was Life of Brian.
Spam. I know that's Flying Circus, but it just came into my mind.
On second thoughts, let us not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
There's so many great. I know there's always great one-liners, but I just think Holy Grail is. It's got more. Anyway, we don't have to have.
And I still love, and it still cracks me up. The Terry Gilliam going behind him with the coconuts to mimic the horse sound. It's so good.
Exactly.
It's fucking genius.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's that kind of stuff. And just random conversations about coconuts and, put them on the line.
And the night where he's chopping bits off him and he keeps going, no, come on, I'll take you on. And he's just a head on the ground. And as he's running away, run away, come back here, I'll bite your ankles.
See?
It's genius.
Exactly.
It's so stupid.
And
I love it.
people do more Grail than Brian. I mean, there are some really great parts of Brian, but you don't really have people going, Jehovah, 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 Jehovah.
You should.
You should, but that's...
You should.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder to fit that into a conversation. Whereas...
Well, he's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy.
Yeah. Whereas,
Classic
you can go like, what is your favorite color? And people will be like, So...
An African or European swallow.
Okay, I interrupted you to do the Netflix party because I interrupted you talking about something else, was it? Oh, just that it was a lame chat. It was sadly not voice chat.
Yeah, that was the basic point I was trying to make. So basically I'm saying I'm out.
Okay, well then never
I don't
mind.
want to type.
I can also, by the way, vouch for by Pagan Man, watch Glow and Mark Maron and Glow. Mark Maron is the best thing about Glow. I pretty much just sit through Glow
also
waiting for Mark Maron lines.
My favourite moment of Life of Brian, the bit where all the followers follow him to the top of the mountain, and he goes, why don't you all think for yourselves, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of it, he just goes, no, fuck off! Just screams out. It's such a brilliantly acted piece. You don't expect it. Because he gives this really fantastic speech about thinking for yourselves and acting morally.
Being moral.
And then,
nice.
No, fuck off!
I have to say, though, one great part of Brian that I do love and is top 10 probably Python skits for me ever is Romans Go Home. That's such a public school British thing to know about in order to make a joke about. It takes him through the
Latin.
Yes. The the declinations or the conjugations of the various verbs and all the articles and yes. And it just seems to be like...
Well, and I've been learning a tiny smidge of that actually myself. With the Roman thing, SPQR.
Mm-hmm. That's for the Senate and the people of Rome.
Indeed, but populescu means people but as one conjoined word.
Okay.
So I've been learning about how in Latin that often happens. So technically the Q isn't a separate word, but for some reason they still had it as a separate letter in the thing. So yeah, that's just a thing I've been learning about.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm smart.
But for that
particular... I haven't just been wasting my time on Poirot, is all I'm saying.
Learning a bit of Latin. But I just felt
Yeah.
like that particular scene could only have been written by young men who were tortured by their Latin teachers in some
Oh
sort of
yeah, they're posh lads.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so just
Well,
putting it in
apart
that
from Terry Gilliam, who is American.
right, he wouldn't have gone through that.
Yeah.
He couldn't have written that bit
No.
at all about Romans Go Home.
No, but he can draw some amazing shit. And is now unfortunately a bit of a reactionary twat. Anyway, as I've said before, all it would needs now would be Eric Idle to come out and talk about the JQ, and they've
don't.
completed the circle of hatred.
Yeah, just at some point, like, yeah, don't listen to your idols anymore. Someone was asking if I saw the
And
Sir
don't listen to
Lancelot
Eric
COVID meme.
Idles.
No. Yes, don't get too near Eric Idles either, or offer him any kind of worship. He's a false idol.
Anyway, so I suppose on that note, we've talked about some nice cultural bits. Shall we go into the music thing I was going to talk about?
Yeah, you were going to talk about. This was your topic, so kick it.
Yeah. It struck me like we talk so often on this channel about the shit that humanity produces.
So much.
Right? And we'll get to that later with Andrew fucking Tate, I'm sure, and various other awful people. And in fact, my fucking whole channel is basically presenting and shouting at shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so rarely, and I've had this idea in my head of doing a series. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I do like the idea of like things I love, and then do like a video essay individually on different bits of things I love, which I probably will never get around to doing because I keep telling myself I will, and 5 years later I still haven't. So, market forces and all that jazz. But I was listening to, I took the time out to listen to, now I'm not sticking my neck out on the line here by saying the Beatles were quite good.
No, that's a pretty common opinion, I think.
Yeah.
Not controversial, that one.
But it struck me today. I was listening to a few of their tracks, and it sort of struck me that some of their stuff, like Across the Universe and the verses for Strawberry Fields Forever, are about as close as I get to a religious feeling. Like that sounds odd, but it feels like I'm floating on air or something. When I actually listen, I drain everything out of my mind, and I'm just in the moment listening to the music, and it's fucking amazing. It just, like I say, we talk about the shit in the world. That's something beautiful that humans create, and I don't know how, because all I can see is humans being fucking idiots, buying toilet roll and stuff. You know what I mean? Like just hoarding toilet roll and hand sanitizer and polluting the planet and burning down fucking rainforests and shit. And yet we are capable of amazing things. It's a wonderful thing. And the Beatles are, like I say, about as close to a feeling of godliness as I can get.
Get closer to your mic if you want to get closer to
now. Anyway, I used to be religious, but now I'm not. And so that's really nice. And also a band called the Manic Street Preachers. Now, you may not even have heard of them. I don't know.
I have,
they are
but people
exceptional.
In the chat, don't know.
They were described rather nicely once as Welsh Marxist transvestites.
Okay.
Good description. Yeah. They're not really Marxists as such, but whatever. They're a kind of leftist political band who took a song about the Spanish Civil War to #1 in the charts in Britain back in the late 90s. And they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And again, I was listening to some of their stuff today, and again, it was close to religious in a respect. And some of the poetry, the verses to I'll go back to the Beatles. The verses for Strawberry Fields Forever are amazing poetry. Was it living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see is breathtaking. I love it. Anyway, sorry,
no, please.
I thought we'd talk about something nice.
Yeah,
just something pleasant before we then dive into the.
Well, in terms of the transportation of music, I definitely get that when I listen to Radiohead. So that was early on. I was saying I was visiting a friend tonight, but I might have picked up a sinus infection on the way back. Maybe I'm just being a hypochondriac, but we didn't tonight. Tonight we were listening to 2 Chainz, actually.
Oh God.
But and some Kendrick Lamar, but. Oftentimes, Radiohead is like our go-to. Like if we don't know what else to listen to, we'll just put on Radiohead. And I find with Radiohead's music, I get very much transported because with Tom York, his voice isn't I mean, there are lyrics, but they're kind of almost incidental to the sounds he makes while
Are there lyrics though? Because he's just going.
This is it. His voice is like another instrument. And the fusion of like the way they use the drum beats.
Yeah, the fucking bagpipes.
Bagpipe. Anyway, yeah.
Same shit is the
no,
joke.
They definitely do. So for me, Radiohead, I can get that kind of transported. Like I can lose myself in a Radiohead song and kind of come back to earth and be like, oh, okay, wake again, sort of thing. But that's very different from what I experience when I listen to hip hop.
Oh, good.
Oh, thanks for the penis, Cog. There's a penis in the chat. We've been kind of penisless for most of the chat.
No, it's P3-ness.
P3-ness.
Which is completely different.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't get demonetized.
No. Although having me on this show will get you demonetized.
Always. I think it's moving to the back of my throat. This thing.
That's what she said.
I pretty much opened the door for you to walk through that one. Oh, by the way, it's Essence of Thoughts thing is going to start in like 5 minutes. Just saying. If you find this boring,
watch in a couple of hours.
There's something else you can watch.
It's fine. Go and watch it after this.
But for hip-hop's a completely different experience because the kind of hip-hop I really enjoy is highly lyrical, and there's a lot of use of syllables as percussion, creating their almost beat on top of the beat, or finding their own beat on top of the beat, and then wordplay too. Like when there's a really clever wordplay in a line that sometimes I'll listen to a song a couple times and I won't catch the joke until the 5th or 6th time or the 100th time because I wasn't paying attention in the right way or I hadn't thought about the double meaning of it. And that's where I find the joy. I think that's why I really, really like Eminem. His content covers a lot of stuff that I don't always feel comfortable with, but I respect his artistry. And so he's a person I always have, like, I'm interested to see what he's produced because I want to see what he does with the language. He talked too about how when he's writing a song, it's almost like a puzzle, like trying to get the pieces right or seeing how many times things he can fit into the space. So I really like hearing that much thought and work in a piece, even if it's about dicks, which a lot of his stuff is about.
Yeah.
What do I think of the N-word in rap? I think people who who can be saying the N-word, in other words, not white people like me saying it, is that people say it. So I don't say it. It makes it really difficult sometimes.
Yeah, Kristi does not use the N-word in her rap.
No.
She does. She's very much the Will Smith of modern rap. She doesn't curse in that respect.
It's kind of, in all honesty, it's a little bit like a
Not
reason.
Not going to push back on me calling you the Will Smith of modern rap. Just going to let that.
I'm not even like, I don't even. All I do is copy other people's stuff. I can't make music, so.
Kristi, you spit bars like a legend.
Yeah, as long as someone else writes them. But
a legend like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, who did. He's not around anymore. But
yeah, I mean, he was an empirical lyrical miracle.
Yes.
Absolutely. Basically, but he couldn't rap was the joke. Never mind.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Again, well, no, that's definitely not hip hop. But he had his own little rhythm thing, kind of beat poetry going on.
He was also high off his tits all the time.
I don't know about that. I didn't see the documentary with Joaquin Phoenix, so I can't speak to that.
That's not a documentary, really, is it?
So not documentary, what do you call that? Life story?
A film. A biopic.
A biopic. Biopic.
Yes.
Biopic is what you do when you get like a biopsy prick. Where is this conversation going? I don't even know. It is off the rails. So I mean, you keep trying to talk and then you interrupt me, so I can't ever make my points. That was it.
Good.
The N-word is a bit mild for me. No, that is not what I said, Cock. Not at all what I said. You guys in the chat, knock it off.
Soft A is... No, that's not enough for Kristi.
Oh, that was what the point I was trying to make is, in some ways, I feel like that word actually distances me slightly from a lot of black artists because I can do Little Dicky raps, and I never have to think about tripping over that word. I can do Eminem raps, and as long as I'm doing his lines, I don't ever have to think about tripping over that word. But when
Has he never used the N-word?
He used it, I think, once in a song when he was about 16 or 18 starting out, and he apologized for it, and he never used it again.
Oh, okay.
His apology was sort of a backhanded apology because it was about women, and never mind, it was kind of misogynistic, but rap. But no, M does not, no. He'll say wigger, but that's about it. But yeah, honky. Honky,
well, yeah, he's allowed to. It's his word, isn't it?
We white people. Yeah. So, yeah, and so when I'm listening to Tech Nine or Joyner Lucas or any of those other artists, I mean, I just have to it's okay. So, I mean, that's not a reason. It just puts a little bit of distance between me and the music. That's all.
Fuck off and go and listen to Will Smith then. Jesus.
Just live in a G-rated zone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how does I don't remember the beginning of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You did it once.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on a playground is where I spent most of my days. So something relaxing and cool and chilling and doing some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good, they started causing trouble in my neighbourhood. I got in one little fight and my mum got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, I can't even remember the rest now. Fuck.
Really
anyway,
good.
that'll do.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. No, it isn't good at all. It's not at all. Ask me what I was doing 2 days ago. I couldn't fucking tell you.
Oh, this is the thing.
Ask me about a show I haven't watched in 20 years. Yep.
Right there. Well, music stays in your brain for much longer.
It does. Like an awfully hot coffee pot.
Should I drop it on Donald? What? Probably not. Yeah. The cipher.
Anyway. So, yeah, we've got links and things, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Should we start off with a funny one?
Yeah, let me find the window. Oh, I didn't close it all down, did I? I thought I minimized that. Oh no, there it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. Which one did you want to look at first? Should
we look at this one? Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, there's during coronavirus meeting. There's
that one. That one.
All right.
First one. Right, now this technically wasn't during the coronavirus. This was from 2015, so it's been mislabeled, but it is funny as fuck. This is a council meeting, local council meeting in Texas, in Tejas.
Tejas.
And a guy who's like the mayor leaves the meeting briefly to avail himself of the urinal facilities.
Oh no!
And forgets to turn his microphone off.
This is
while the meeting is still going on.
This
had me in stitches.
I have an anxiety of ever having to run and do something on a show and then having a toilet go in the background. So I can relate to this.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll try and keep this brief. I won't belabor all the details. I'm sure most of you remember Mr. Guest's presentation from last time, and I imagine he's going to hit some of the highlights here in a minute. But the thing is that these deadly infections, there's something we can do about it. And what we can do is call on
Is that what I thought it was?
It gets better.
Governmental representatives that are higher up the chain of and ask for action at the federal level. I am aware of Mr. Brainerd's concerns that he raised last time, and there would be instances where I actually agree that we should take action locally first, but there are not any CAFO operations in Georgetown, so for us to just say it within the city limits would be...
Where is his mic?
Would be an empty gesture?
That is picking up that sound.
Well, presumably it's reverberating around a small room is why it's so clear, I imagine.
I mean, the acoustics for farting in that bathroom.
Well, presumably they didn't design it with microphones in mind, I imagine. thinking no one will wear a live microphone in here. That would be fucking mental and unhygienic as fuck.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so there's still more. There's still 20 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, there's still more.
All right.
So...
Bless her, she tried.
She is.
Don't know any boundaries.
And he returned.
So a state-by-state approach would just mean that
Your mic is on, by the way.
Yeah, he returns and just pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah, just keep talking. No one's gonna...
Anyway, so this fucking idiot with the ridiculous moustache.
Is this Bakes Alaska's
people
little
may
brother?
remember. No, you may remember him from a long time ago. He was one of the very, very first. I think he might have even been episode number 3, if I recall correctly, of the Descent of Manosphere.
Really?
A guy by the name of Red Pill Philosophy.
Oh, yes.
Who is an idiot and a flat earther.
Okay.
And not in an ironic, kooky sense, a literal, he calls people globe R's, let's say. R being the ableist slur.
Globe.
So that's how he refers to people who believe globe, the R word.
Where the globe
Globe
R's?
R. No, like, it begins with re and ends in the ableist slur, Kristi. I'm trying to be delicate here. That's how he refers to them, but he says the proper word because he's an asshole.
I thought that he has a slur for people who believe that the Earth is a sphere because are the globe R's.
No. The globe.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's a special kind of cockhead, and clearly he doesn't. There's a particular phrase that you'll pick up very soon, as soon as he starts talking, that he doesn't actually fully understand what it means, but he knows that right-wing people don't like it. But he definitely doesn't understand what it is.
Okay. Is there any warnings here? Content warning for stuff? Is he going to do slurs?
Not that I... Oh, shit. I can't remember. I don't think so.
So possible content warning? So.
Possible content warning, but I don't think he's... I don't think he actually says anything too... Well, the actual content is horrific because he's an idiot, but I don't think he uses words that are particularly dreadful.
Okay.
From what I recall.
Yeah, but be prepared because maybe.
Although I was still high from the Beatles at the time, so I don't know.
Still coming down from that.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, hitting play.
Coronavirus. The first time political correctness is actually killing businesses.
What?
Generally speaking, companies always try to do the politically correct thing because it's best for business.
Unless you're a Christian bakery, in which case doing the politically incorrect thing is worth millions. Well, not millions, but much, much, much money. Anyway, go ahead.
True, but you're giving a perfectly good example. He doesn't know what that... Yeah.
Oh, we might have a lag. No, I paused it for you. Go ahead.
No, go on.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have one. Okay.
Like a couple years ago when there was this Starbucks thing where like some black dudes were allegedly discriminated against, and there were probably liberal agents paid to go in there and cause a hassle.
Okay, so wait, the black men who were in the Starbucks who were sat there like other people were without ordering, who were then hassled by staff. They were plants. Yeah. They just went in there hoping something
Liberal
would happen.
Plants paid for.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, the guy, you can't argue. You can't argue with a mustache like that. Simple.
Well, it's a pretty scary mustache, actually. Anyway, hitting play.
And then Starbucks had to apologize for doing nothing wrong.
Sorry, what about his upper lip?
No, I said it looks like the Monopoly Man. But before he went grey.
You mean the little drawing of the guy in the Monopoly game?
Yeah.
But without the beard?
That's the moustache he has.
Right. Yeah, if you put your hand over his mouth.
So he's got Monopoly. No, don't, because then that's what you'd be looking at when he's eating you out.
No.
He's got upper lip is Monopoly Man, bottom lip is KFC, the Colonel, but both before they went grey.
That's quite the hodgepodge. That's quite the chimera. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, he's a chimera, a freak creature of fake people. In their younger days as well. So he's a time-traveling chimera freak creature of fake people.
Yes, he's the sort of the hybrid of the Monopoly guy and Colonel Sanders, but young and, yeah. I can actually see that. The family resemblance now that you point it out.
But my favourite thing about this guy is his parents were both Cuban emigres and he's against immigration.
Great.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Yeah. I mean, 4 years later, since I made that episode, he hasn't got better. He's gotten worse. Still my favourite moment, having to white knight for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against this fucking idiot. What a strange pastime I chose for myself.
Yes, you have a weird hobby.
I do. I used to earn money from it.
Till YouTube changed. All right.
Till YouTube decided to be pricks, yeah.
All right, so the liberals who are paid to go and be racially targeted by
imagine what would be the fucking point. So the liberals, whoever they are paying black people to just sit in a Starbucks. That's a productive use of money.
And wait for shit to kick off.
Yeah.
It's not a very good strategy if it only happened once.
Makes perfect sense. This guy's playing 4D chess against a pigeon.
HK in the chat says he reminds him, or them, of Team America marionettes. Like the sex scene one?
Yeah.
The sex scene with the marionette dolls was so over the top and stupid, but also completely hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a shame that Parker and Stone are such massive bellends.
Isn't it? But this is a running theme, though, isn't it? I thought as rich white guys get older, they become more and more prickish.
Well, they were always pricks. Let's not beat around the bush there, but they've certainly become worse.
Yeah, I think they were kind of like, though, they were sort of like liberal for the 90s, you know? Like in their time. But
yeah, I guess.
But that was 30 years ago.
Well, they've been going so long. They had the Chef song by Isaac Hayes when Isaac Hayes was still alive, of him playing the chef singing Chocolate Salted Balls, was number one in the UK charts I think at Christmas, if I recall correctly.
No,
when I was still in high school.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't. You're making that up.
No, I swear to God.
At Christmas number one.
I'm pretty sure it was. Look it up.
And then
wait.
Type in Kristi, please type into Google for me chocolate salted balls.
All right. Chocolate
and
Museum.
Go to images. No, that's not really what we're after.
See, there's so many chocolates. Okay, balls. By Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
Come on. It was there for a second and then it disappeared on me. There we go.
You don't want your chocolate salted balls disappearing now.
Okay. So
okay, but you have to go to you have to find the Wikipedia page.
Amazon assistant is asking if I want chocolate salty balls.
For a cost of nothing, apparently. Apparently they're literally giving it away. Okay.
Chef's salty chocolate balls are €0.
That's how worthless this now is. I'm pretty sure this was Christmas number one when I was in the first year of high school.
There is a Wikipedia entry.
Correctly.
We will check out the facts. Wikipedia is, of course, where we find all of our information. Vocals performed originally.
Released on December the 1st, 1998.
Yes,
so we've got the right year.
It did. Reached number one UK singles.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Chart performance, yeah. On the back of Airplay from Chris Moyles. Yeah.
It was number one, the Christmas number one single in the UK. Oh no, sorry, but stalled at number 2 behind Spice Girls Goodbye.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So they made number 2 at Christmas. They must have been number 1 like the week before or some shit.
Yes. Oh,
okay.
But they narrowly missed being the Christmas number one.
Yeah, they nearly beat out the fucking Spice Girls when the Spice Girls were like the biggest thing ever, with a song by a guy who hadn't had a record out in fucking 20 years, who's now dead, but whatever. Of him singing "Chocolate Salty Balls" with the refrain at the end of that song of "Oh, my balls are on fire, baby! Oh no!" Like just singing about his tasty treats, the chocolate salted balls, being on fire in the thing, but obviously talking about his testicles. That was the entire joke of that song.
And it went to number one.
Number one.
And it...
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't belong in
I think
the
actually
EU.
would be an appropriate time to intersperse that with people say, why is Boris Johnson so popular in Britain? Because even though he's fucking this whole corona thing up massively, there was a poll put out that showed that if there was a general election today, the Conservatives would be at 52% of the vote. They'd get an even bigger majority than they currently have. Now, I don't know what better way to explain that than if you go to Aussie Man Reviews, that video.
Okay, we're not going to look at suck on my chocolate salted balls, put them in your mouth and suck them.
No, that's that. You get the general idea. That's the joke. He's talking about his bollocks, right?
All right, you want to go to Ozman?
This is a thing that happens, right? Called Broxstone or whatever it's called. Anyway, in Gloucestershire, in England, where they roll a cheese down a hill and people run after it. This happens in Britain every year.
Why is it called a cheese rolling and not a cheese chasing?
Well, because they roll the cheese. What people do beside that is their own business, I think.
All right, so I'm going to hit play.
It's that time of year again. It's
What? Oh no! What was that again?
I was just saying they roll the cheese regardless of people are chasing it. That's incidental.
Okay,
the people are a mere addition to what would be just a normal cheese rolling.
Can you?
I think.
Okay, where I don't see the release of the cheese here. Where is the cheese in this scenario?
I don't know. Is it past them already? I don't know, but we'll get to it. They definitely you do see cheese rolling.
All right, we will check out the cheese rolling. Alleged cheese. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. Can't verify yet, but okay.
It's that time of year again. It's the cheese rolling championship in the UK.
God.
This guy.
Who is this person?
Yeah.
Are they made of like some sort of plastic material?
There are various people who go full ragdoll. That's all I'll say. There are severe injuries.
I don't doubt it. How do you not get compound fractures during
this? They do.
Ugh.
Yeah.
See, this is why this is a waste on the NHS. I'm sorry. This is
that's what I mean. People who are stupid enough to actually do. Look, I'd watch it if people want to be this stupid for our entertainment. I will watch it. But if people are that stupid, this is why people like Boris Johnson and Donald Trump become leaders.
That was the link. Okay, yeah. I was wondering.
This happens in England. This is why we are the way we are.
Yeah, too much cheese rolling head injuries. Okay, so
yeah.
I just want everyone to pay attention to purple knickered guy over here.
There's an even worse one later.
Oh.
It's like he's not even made of material. It's really strange.
All right, here we go.
Year again, it's the cheese rolling championship
Stands
in the UK. This guy has it
again.
perfectly under control. Yep, there goes the cheese. A pack of determined dickheads are battling to get their hands on it. This Sheila is breaking away in the front. She's implemented a loose rag doll. I don't give a fuck about my spine and neck.
That is exactly.
Oh, what a freeze frame as well.
Yes, that is exactly.
It looks like she doesn't have a left leg.
No, she's just like that's. Wow, yeah.
Maybe she doesn't anymore. I thought maybe it was amputated after this.
She's just gonna go with it. Just gonna absorb the energy and let it happen.
But once you've started, there's no real way of stopping. It's a very steep hill.
I hope to.
So you might as well.
I hope to heaven these people don't.
One of those things where if you're drunk, you probably just absorb the hit.
Oh man, like
so
I remember getting the wind knocked out of me as a kid. And do you know why I remember the wind getting knocked out of me as a kid? Because I don't play sports where I can get the wind knocked out of me anymore.
Yeah.
I was forced to.
Well, is this even a sport? This is like a cry for help, I think.
Sorry, everyone. I don't have corona. I have pretzels. Okay.
Okay.
I have my Saltien salt SALTLE TTS. How would you pronounce that?
I wouldn't.
It would be, you've chosen wisely.
Yeah. And unlike me, you're not going to force me to do that. So you're just nicer than me.
Yeah, I'm not going to bully you until you actually break down and do it. No.
Yeah.
Saltlets.
Anyway, let's
hitting play.
Saltlets.
Strategy. It's good to see one person cares about their brain. That is a solid helmet. She looks happy with her decision making. Hashtag no regrets. These doctors are like, yep, you're fucked. That cheese has literally cost her an arm and a leg. Anyway, this fella has been inspired by Tom Cruise doing his own stunts, and I think he's knocked himself out. Do you know what day it is, mate? Any idea?
Wow.
No, not a clue. I can hear this hill singing the Foo Fighters. Done, and I'm on to the next one. Done, and I'm on to the next one. Is that wanker there wearing Speedos? Fuck yes. They are definitely making him more aerodynamic.
How did you guys ever manage to obtain an empire?
I don't know. But I think we're looking at how it ended.
Yes.
This is the spiritual embodiment of how this ended.
This is basically a metaphor
this is like
for
our
Brexit.
version of the last days of Rome. Yeah.
Brexit is the cheese, basically.
Chasing a cheese, pointlessly chasing a cheese you know you can't catch and injuring yourself enormously when doing so.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's Brexit in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the cheese
What
is
we were stood at the start, the referendum, we were stood at the top of the hill going, we shouldn't do this, should we? And 52% of us went, fuck it, and tipped us off the edge of the thing. Yeah. And now we're just chasing a cheese and breaking bones by the
on
day.
the way down. Like a little rag doll. Boom, 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 boom.
And we don't even get cheese at the end of it, unlike this, where the winner gets some cheese, at least.
No, you might have less cheese in the sort of hip-hop, euphemistically talking about money.
Oh, well, yeah. And literally because it's been fucking hoarded by some sort of giant race of mouse people. I don't know.
I told you I went to visit my friend tonight. And talked to him about, like, I'd bought pasta and I bought a bunch of popcorn kernels. I don't know why. I just feel like I need backup carbs. Not the kernels like the exploded ones, but like the undone ones, the raw popcorn kernels. Anyway, and he said he wasn't buying.
I went for a walk. Today. So go on.
Yeah, he just said, he had 2 days worth of food because he lived like 10 steps away from the nearest Reva. And then he said, but I do have about 6 cheeses, so I guess I'm hoarding cheese.
6 cheeses. Well, you're good for a couple of days there with your 6 cheeses.
At least.
Anyway, so yes. Let's just watch this through to the end. It's meant.
Okay, sorry. I just realized that I'm on the top chat, not the live chat. So I've been missing some of the chat. Probably not.
You fuel.
I am a fuel. All right. Hitting play and watching just injuries.
Hitting play.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's cheesy, it's ballsy, I like it. This fucking nutcase here is the one to beat, though. Oh, there's Deadpool. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fox marketing team genuinely sent him here. It wouldn't surprise me. This bloke in the yellow is beating the cheese. Ooh. Do you catch it? Do you beat it? Ooh. I have no idea. Oh, this mad bastard has really also implemented the I don't give a fuck about my neck and spine strategy. His backpack decides to go solo and comes to a stop. Smart. That is a smart backpack that fucking values its life. This here is the look of a cheese athlete who needs a knee reconstruction. Yep. He's playing it safe. He knows he can get cheese on special at the supermarket. There's no need to break any bones. I don't know why I feel like this footage will be used for advertising in future. Some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Yeah, have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Fucking snap, crackle, pop. Mark my words. You could sell shit using this footage. You could sell shit.
That was... Where does that
happen? So if you ever need that's in a town in Gloucestershire, not far from Gloucester itself, actually. It's that if anyone ever asks you what Britain's like, just show them that. Just show them that and go, that's what Britain is. It's fucking mental.
I like the Bill Bailey line with like, "Oh, you're from the UK. What's that like?" It's like, we've got nectar cards.
Yeah. Well, Bill Bailey's another great line. I think it might be from the same stand-up bit. where he goes on about someone asked him when the rainy season in Britain is. And he said it started in about the 7th century and has continued pretty much ever since.
I wish there was more Bill Bailey on YouTube, but he seems to really crack down on that.
Oh, look how constipated he looks there.
Should we get up the last video? Not the last but one video with the farting noises? we could make use of it. Yeah. Recycle it. All right, hitting.
Wait, yeah.
Okay, so we're back to this numpty.
One of the ladies who worked at the Starbucks told the black guys, basically get out. Then Starbucks had racial bias, internalized racial bias training for all their employees. There's time and time again.
That's actually a really good thing to do. Generally.
Like, he's an idiot. Yeah. Just let it play. He's an idiot.
Right. I'm just going to say, I'm in favor of those kinds of trainings because a lot of people don't know how to interact with people always in a professional way or what is expected of them.
Clearly, Kristi, you are being paid by the Liberals as well then.
Yeah, it must be.
What other explanation is there?
Cashing my check right now. Cha-ching. All right, hitting play.
Yeah.
And you see that corporations cower to whatever the politically correct narrative is in order to not lose their business, in order to keep their fucking company running, which is funny because it means that they don't actually.
And what is going on with the distortion in his camera? He's got some sort of weird setting on it where his door here is warping. If this was me, I would do another take. That would bother me. I couldn't put that on YouTube.
Yeah, but that's that you put some effort into your content. This motherfucker doesn't.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, so just watch the wobbly
but he's
door.
built up because he got in early on the YouTube thing. He's built up like 350,000 subs or something. Not that many of them watch him, as you can see from the fact that this one has got 1,800 views. I get that on a video with less than 1/10 of the subscribers.
Yeah, and this is from the 18th. This is a couple days old.
203,000 views. Apologies. Yeah, he's an idiot. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, okay. I thought you had another point after saying that he was an idiot.
No, no, that's the only point. The whole point of this bit is just to go, let's look at this idiot.
All right.
Basically.
All right. And his wobbly door here because of his weird camera work.
Give a fuck about the moral virtue signaling message. They're just doing what keeps their fucking business running. But with the coronavirus is an interesting thing because this time with the coronavirus, the politically correct thing to do is to shut down your business. I just got an email from a restaurant chain.
That's not political correctness. But
yeah, there we go.
I'm going to pause
He literally doesn't understand what political correctness is.
No.
He doesn't know what that phrase means.
No, he doesn't. How can he not? Yeah, shutting down your business is not being politically correct. Okay.
No, it's not remotely got anything to do with that. It's just a public health thing.
Yes.
It's not because, I don't know, the gays or something. Like, it's not, there's no political correctness angle to this, but the right have just gone, political correctness.
Yeah, well, of course, they're trying to introduce racism into it.
The one side, just say political correctness.
Yeah. Now you won.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, this guy on his channel, he's obsessed with the idea of it's the Chinese. It's a bioweapon. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Okay, sorry, wrong button there, everyone. Sorry for the dead air. We're gonna return now to this nonsense.
I'm not sorry for the dead air.
Surviving a pandemic is political correctness. Exactly. Thanks, Gok.
Yeah, well, you can't be politically correct if you're dead. So
that's a pretty good point.
So right wingers, the only way you can stop being politically correct, maybe, is if you
don't go there. Yes, we're just gonna hit play
because this is Kristi's channel, and I'm trying desperately not to get her shut down.
Please don't. All right.
They're actually from the UK. They're an Italian restaurant. It's called Ask Italian. I went there a couple times with a friend.
Ask Italia is not an Italian. I mean, it's an Italian restaurant, but it's not owned by Italian. It's a chain, I think.
Yeah, it's a chain store.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Italian in the same way that, I don't know.
Like Taco Bell is Mexican.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Well, I was going to say in the same way that Taco Bell is food. But
hey, I will slum and eat Taco Bell. I actually like me some Taco Bell.
Of course you will. All Americans are inbred.
I'm going to tip my head to the side and just shove it. Because I like the hard shell. Don't give me soft. I need it hard.
That's what she said.
Every time. And like 6 of them.
That's what she said.
Give it to me hard and about a half a dozen of them. And put some hot with the hot sauce.
Yeah. I saw an educational film like that once.
All right, hitting play.
I was visiting over there in the UK, and the food's great.
This arsehole's been to Britain. Oh.
I'm sorry, you have to disinfect your country now.
Yeah.
Gonna have to do that. Okay.
Do you enjoy chasing cheese?
Yeah, try to get him to chase the cheese.
Yeah. Come with me to Gloucestershire. I'll take you there. It'd be so much fun. You want some free cheese? I know exactly where we should go. No, I'll just stand at the top. You go for
No,
it.
just run down the hill. It's fine. People do this all the time. Nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's a magic hill. It's a flat hill.
Well, no one dies.
It's a flat hill. So.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't need 2 operational ankles.
No, just one in a crutch.
Yeah.
Sent out an email saying that they're shutting down their restaurant temporarily because in the name of we have to fight against it's the right and the thing to do, it's the safe thing to do for our customers, and we believe it's the right thing to shut down our restaurant. We'll still have takeout and delivery. Again, this recurring theme.
What is he trying to connect here? I don't understand.
I think he's misunderstood health and safety.
Yes.
With political correctness.
Also,
he's an idiot.
Government directives. Governments were directing businesses, but they don't want them to go under completely, so they're trying to find a middle ground between protecting public health and allowing life to continue as normal.
Yeah, basically. That's the exact...
I think if they would have used smaller words in pictures...
Well, exact pictures. What this man needs is a cartoon strip explaining it to him.
Yeah, with like a virus going, "Hey, I'm the coronavirus, and I spread super easily."
Yeah, maybe Garfield could come out and go, "Yeah, I hate Mondays, but what I do enjoy is washing my hands for 20 seconds vigorously."
Right before I eat lasagna.
Exactly, yeah. And then he'd be like, "Oh, I get it. Okay, cool."
All right, hitting play.
This recurring thing, takeout and delivery is okay, as if the virus doesn't spread on surfaces, contaminated surfaces, which according to the official CDC website, last I checked a couple days ago, a lot of it's ambiguous because they're not exactly sure how it works. So a lot of it is, we think, it is believed that this is how the virus operates, but it says that it's not the main way the virus operates.
You see the way...
He cut that?
You see the way he's doing that typical conspiracy theorist thing? We think, we know. Well, yeah, because obviously it's a new thing. They don't understand all of it. Whereas you don't understand any of it.
No, he doesn't get any of this.
They're just being accurate. Would you prefer they lie to you and say, we definitely know this is exactly how it works? And this is from the we want facts over feelings crowd, apparently.
Oh, you haven't left the house, so you probably don't know, but I went to the shops today.
Oh, no, I have left the house.
Oh, but I thought you were self-quarantining.
I am, but you're allowed to go for a walk. Just if there's anyone around, you walk the other way.
Okay, but you haven't gone into a shop.
No.
Right, okay.
No, I'm quarantined, yes, but I'm not like, you don't have to actually stay indoors.
You're not in an isolation bubble, yeah.
No.
Right,
no.
Okay. Well, I went to the shops today, and in one of the ones down from where I live, apparently they have this everywhere now. They have tape on the ground with like so many meters in between. And so we have to queue up on like the tape and wait for the next person to go forward before we can move forward.
Well, yeah, that's because you're in Germany, a country that gives a fuck.
And
our government's only just gotten around to officially closing down all the bars and restaurants.
Yeah, it's
today.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolute nonsense.
There was also a sneeze guard almost in front of the cashiers, like dangling down. So you could see them and you could hand your money underneath, but it was like a temporary window just hanging in the middle of well, not in the air, but yeah, they've got that too.
Oh, God. What a strange situation.
Quite. Sorry, everyone. And the other thing was, so my mate had ordered delivery and said when the delivery guy came, my friend opened the door and started to come out, and the delivery guy was like, no, you have to stay like 2 meters away or whatever. I don't know meters because I'm American. And so he went back in his house, and the guy kind of like set the stuff down, and then my friend came out and backed up, and like they had this whole like dance of like maintaining a bit of a bubble of distance. Yeah. And then can you just look inside and check your order? And he's like, yeah, it looks good. He's like, okay, goodbye.
Well, for future reference, 2 meters is about 7 feet.
No, it was less than that, I bet. Because I don't think there's 7 feet in his corridor.
Well, no, but I'm just saying that's what 2 meters roughly is.
Okay.
But so maybe they weren't 2 meters. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they were
I'm giving you measurements, not the fucking the pas de deux between your friend and his fucking delivery.
This is the thing that the delivery people too are maintaining a safe distance when they're going out as well. Or
probably not in Britain.
Probably not in Britain.
In Britain, they're probably still the tradition of kissing your delivery driver on the mouth. That's well known in Britain.
I have a cold sore because of that practice.
Yeah, that's how you got it. Definitely.
No, actually, I've never had cold sores. I've been really lucky.
Never
had a cold sore.
Literally never, ever.
Never.
Oh.
Maybe
I get them at least a couple of times a year.
I had never on the outside of my lip. Never had a cold blister.
Oh, hang on, whoa, time out. So on the inside of your lip.
Canker sores, that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. There's a big difference between a canker sore and a cold sore. One is caused by the herpes virus. I think the other one just shows up if you injure your mouth. One
is caused by AIDS.
No. Okay. We're gonna stop now. We're cutting Kevin off. We're cutting him off. All right. So this guy. Okay, we're gonna go on with the nonsense.
Great. But it's definitely one of the ways it is thought to transmit through contaminated surfaces. So what about the contaminated surfaces of the fucking plate and the spoon and the bag and the cup and the straw? And remember, not all foods are hot, so you can't use the temperature argument. It doesn't make any sense.
Not all foods are hot.
Yeah, even if the food is hot.
It wouldn't matter.
It's not sterilization hot, you fucking lunatic. And yeah, in theory, everything could be contaminated if people are going around coughing on them. Which, I mean, if you've got a bad delivery driver, may be true. But generally speaking, it's a reasonable halfway house to keep people as safe as possible and still keep the economy vaguely moving.
Yeah. And as was pointed out earlier to me tonight, that it's not like we're trying to stop people from getting it as if we're going to protect everyone in Germany from getting it. What we're trying to do is slow it down. So even if you decide to get delivery and you get the virus because of something the driver touched, that touched the bag, that touched your hand, that you touched your face, it's still less than if you had 15 people in the same restaurant. Yeah.
Actually, and I'm learning stuff about myself, having mentioned the face. I didn't realize how often I touch my face.
All the time, right?
Like when I first heard that on the news, like, don't touch your face, I was like, oh, that's a piece of piss. I don't touch my face. And now I'm aware of it. I touch my face all the fucking time.
Yeah, we do.
Why? That's weird. And I didn't realise I was only washing my hands for about 15 seconds rather than the now advised 20.
Yes.
So,
no, we're all becoming more hypochondriac. No,
my hands have never been cleaner.
Yeah. I'm even like when I'm by myself, I'm washing my hands more often. Or for longer.
Although not literally now, because I've been typing stuff on my nasty old fucking typewriter, keyboard, not typewriter, fuck's sake, keyboard. So yeah, but when I'm generally over the last few days, they've been the most clean-handedness I've ever had.
I think I heard that we touch our face up to 20 times per hour.
I think I've been doing that more.
You could
and I'm genuinely like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's so annoying because it's just subconscious.
Yes.
Especially because I've got a beard. I'm forever touching my fucking beard. But not just that, but like my upper lip, my eye, ear, forehead, everything. I didn't realise there was as much face touchery involved in everyday life. So I've learned something that I didn't need to know about myself, but now I do need to know. So.
Well, apparently face touching is something we also do to soothe ourselves. And babies in the womb touch their face.
That's cock touching.
That you can't do that in public.
My balls.
You're not meant to do that in public.
You're not supposed to.
But do you think like when we don't want to say something, we put our hands over our mouth, or there's shock, we put our hands over our mouth. When something goes wrong, we throw our hands up on our forehead, or we cover our eyes because we literally don't want to see what's happening, right?
When you want to gouge one of your eyes out, you have to touch your face.
that also is something you have to do. But sort of human reactions in the way that we like do those kinds of things are pretty universal. Like the whole, yeah.
Well, I've taken to I've got a little stick, little metal rod thing that I scratch my face with now.
It really.
But I make sure I only touch one end of the stick with my hand,
and the other one with your ass and your face.
Yeah. Well, not my ass. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you don't scratch your ass with it and then scratch your ear?
Anyway, so that. No, what the fuck? No, I don't spread fecal matter over my face via a stick. I just
well, it's a
rub it
faster
via the
way.
hand, like normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a more precise way to do the same thing you would normally do if you don't wash your hands properly, as we learned a third of British men.
Anyway,
don't.
You were preempting this douchebag about slowing the virus down. Anyway.
Yeah, and that was it. It's about slowing the spread, not preventing the spread. I mean, not to say, but anyway. So it's a balance, like we said, between life and
with this virus,
health.
we like it the opposite way. We like legs.
Short and stubby?
No, not spread.
All right. Got it. All right, I'm going to hit play because this is already going someplace bad.
They want us all in our fucking houses for some reason I don't understand. Anyway.
I don't know, keep us alive. Help. Maybe.
No, just for some reason and I like the fact that he has to point out that he doesn't understand that. You didn't need to tell us. I grasp that already. Also, looks like he's got a massive hand growing out of his face.
That's actually an improvement. You can only see half his beard now. It looks more interesting that way.
It looks like he's got a vaguely normal mustache now.
Yeah, I kind of like this look for him. Oh, what did I do?
What do you do?
Oh,
you clicked on the. Well, I don't know what the equivalent in German is, but we get a one from the NHS under our bill saying, "Here's what the NHS want you to do," in the blah 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 blah. I haven't clicked on it because I don't care.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked on it, trying to.
No, I care about coronavirus. I already know what they want me to do, which is self-isolate for 14 days, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't go around licking random
poles,
door handles or something.
Door handles. Yes.
Oh, did you see that stupid fucker was she on a plane or something, and she was licking the toilet seat?
Is this the coronavirus challenge?
Yeah. She licked a fucking toilet seat. Which would be nasty as fuck without the coronavirus. What are you doing? Ugh, anyway.
All right. On that note, yeah, let's just hold that as a mental image and then hit play.
Back to the point. So this restaurant's shutting down. And I was thinking to myself, it's funny. They're doing the politically correct thing because I believe that I personally believe that.
No.
They're not.
No.
They're not. You don't understand what that phrase means, you idiot.
They're doing the public safety thing.
I've been reiterating the point. He's an idiot, but I think it's true. I mean, it's just obviously true.
He does give off that vibe.
The lights aren't even on, let alone no one being home.
Like the zombie effect has already gone through.
Oh yeah, but he's been suffering from that for years.
It's a zombie on the internet.
Yeah. If zombies wouldn't even bother cracking his skull open, there would be no point.
Wouldn't even be an appetizer.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's not even an entree.
Right. Hitting play.
That the most unhealthy, destructive thing to do is to shut the economy down, is for everybody to lock themselves in their houses. Because I don't believe the premise of the corona nonsense. I'm not saying that the virus doesn't exist. I'm saying that I don't believe the premise of how dangerous it is.
Okay, again, that's not the point.
Not just that, but thousands. What do you mean you don't understand thousands of people have died? What do you mean you don't accept the premise, you fucking moron?
Yeah, this isn't like I mean, our audience gets this, but just to make it very clear, this isn't like Ebola, where if you get exposed, it's a death sentence. This is a pandemic that has a very small percentage of people who get really sick and need to be hospitalized, but enough of a percentage of people to overwhelm our existing health system. It's a collective danger, not an individual danger.
Yeah, most people who get it will never know they had it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very, very heartened on a personal... Look, obviously I realised around the world and all the rest of it, but I'm obviously stuck in my fucking house most of the time. Trying not to go stir crazy, trying not to freak the fuck out because of this. So I looked up a few stats, and I was very heartened on a personal level to find that of those who contract the disease in my age range, it was 0.16% died. So that's like nothing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, so even if I get it, yeah, I'm probably all right.
Well, I did see there was a 34-year-old who died from coronavirus, but he had asthma, and as an underlying.
Yeah, there was this actually in Italy Yeah, exactly. But thankfully, I don't have any of those.
Yeah.
I'm not a pregnant woman.
Happily.
I don't have underlying.
I mean,
I
don't want to be a pregnant woman just generally, but not at this time.
It looks like I got twins going on, but it's just fat. No, I'm only joking. So I've not got any of that, so I'm probably okay. But yeah, in Italy, there was a spate of 30, 40-year-olds. Not 30 and 40-year-olds. There's about half a dozen of them that died in and around Milan and Bergamo, I believe.
Yeah, but in a population of 6 million, if you have a 1% mortality rate, so overall, you've got people in the population who run between, let's say, 1 and 100, and in Italy, we know in particular is an older population. Men are also more likely to die from coronavirus than women are.
Yeah,
which
I would imagine some of that would have to do with men seeking out medical attention later.
Well, yeah, like not knowing they have underlying health conditions because they don't always go to the doctor to find out they have them, kind of thing. But also they speculate that.
Not just that, but I mean, like, if you have severe symptoms, you're more likely to think, oh, it's just a flu.
Right.
I won't bother. And those extra couple of days could make the difference.
Yes.
Whereas women would go, are generally more sensible and will go,
I want a test.
I'll go to the doctor. I'll go to the hospital. See if this is.
I'll just walk it off. Just kind of thing. But
well, not even walk it off. Just say, well, you've got to stay in house anyway. I'll go to bed. And you sleep for 2 solid days, and you're in agony, and then you go to hospital, and it might be too late by then.
Yeah. They've also speculated that there is more immuno things associated with the X than the Y chromosome, and women have 2 X's. So there might also be like a genetic slightly advantage for people who have 2 X's because, I don't know, stuff to do with evolution and biology. I'm out of my depth. I'm going to stop now. So,
yeah, okay.
All right, well. Okay, hitting play.
So, what I find interesting is now these companies have to shut down in order to be politically correct. Normally, they cater and kowtow to political correctness.
No.
Just no.
Just no. Yeah. We just put no across his face as a fact check for this entire video.
In order to save money, in order to keep the doors open. Now they're cowering to the political correctness of how to react to the corona nonsense by shutting their doors down. Okay, guys, so that's only half the video. To watch the rest of it again.
No, we can stop now. There's a thing where he only puts up half the video, and then he goes to some fucking weird platform where he then gives you the full thing where it's all conspiracy and it's all, it's the Chinese bioweapon, blah, blah, blah. Don't advertise it.
Sorry.
He's on a different platform. No, it's okay. Just, But yeah, he's, that was red pill philosophy. A moron.
Because listening to that makes me think, gee, this guy has ideas I need to hear more about.
Yes. He is a sage. By which I mean, just like Sage, he's entirely unnecessary.
All right. Oh, you can see I did. Okay, here are my checks. I was checking Fox News. Oh, no, we have to check. Next up.
Well, talking of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have to get Andrew fucking Tate.
Yeah.
But talking of, as you've got Brainlet there in the search, I wonder how old she was going to react when her hero, Tulsi Gabbard, is endorsed.
Oh, she's not put a video up for 7 days, almost 6 days.
Yeah, I wonder what conspiracy theory she's going to invent for Tulsi to get off the hook for endorsing Biden.
I'm waiting for.
Is she part of the Illuminati moon Jews too? Who knows?
Now that we have the nominee basically sorted out, I'm really looking forward to how left June is going to be by going after Trump for the next months until November, because she's not going to spend her whole time undermining the only alternative to Trump that we realistically have, is she?
Oh no, she is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why would someone on the left,
Kristi, what you're doing, Kristi, there is sarcastically describing her business model.
Yes, I am.
That's it. That's how she earns a living.
Yeah, by shitting on the left. And like Sargon, she's pretending to be on the left while shitting on the left.
But at least she's supporting a leftist candidate. So in that respect, at least she has some plausible deniability.
Yeah, well, so did Sargon in 2016.
Carl isn't even doing that.
No, he's moved on. He's about 4 years ahead of June. June is actually following in Sargon's wake with a lot of horse manure to dodge in the way.
Oh no! Don't put horse manure up your muff. Jesus, you're being talk about infections. Good Lord. Anyway, talking of people who are behind the curve when it comes to shitlordery, you know Ariella Scarcella, the lesbian woman who recently did the video. It went sort of viral of she's leaving the left type thing. No, you don't have to put feck in. That was.
I know.
I know, but I just right. She did the I'm leaving the left thing with the regressive left thing, and everyone was joking about her going on Dave Rubin, and Dave Rubin was instantly like, "Oh, do you want to come on the show?"
Of course he was.
Yeah, and I found out I've literally never talked to this woman in my entire life. I'm blocked. I'm blocked.
Your reputation precedes you, Kevin.
Clearly. So I don't know what
maybe she and Hamfister are close.
Possibly. I don't know. IQ wise, yes.
Neighbors in that way. All right, so we got Tate speech. Is that the one? Cog hopefully hasn't left us. Okay.
And it's the second one. So go to the videos. It's the penultimate of his current videos. Hang on. Live. Oh, it's an hour and 13. Bollocks.
We're not watching that. How about this one? The next one that's reasonable. Okay, The hidden truth about coronavirus.
Oh, yes. This has got to be good. But that means Cog wins. Bollocks. Maybe he'll be sensible. Maybe he'll be totally sensible.
I'm sorry, in my head, I can hear him going, yes. I told you, Kevin, I was right.
Yeah. I imagine he'll be doing a little victory dance around his student digs.
Oh, yeah. Cog, please send a video of you doing the victory dance and post it to Twitter and tag Kevin in.
But unlike your regular videos, put some fucking pants on, you dirty bastard.
Well, you're not.
I mean, yes, it's impressive, but we don't need to see it every time.
and you're violent, sexy dancing, so it's all do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, violent, sexy dancing. All right, here we go. Achieve competency with money, women, and fitness.
Yeah.
Is that his motto? Like, women are just a thing? That
women. Well, absolutely. It's the typical pickup artist thing.
I don't know who Andrew Tate is. He's
an idiot right-wing British guy, familiar with people like, similar to people like Tommy Robinson and all those people. Anyway, but he's like a physical fitness freak guy.
So is he a bit like who is the bodybuilder? The golden one? Is he a bit like...
The golden one. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a name I hadn't thought about for a while. All right, hitting play.
Yeah. I hope he's as glorious.
I've just finished training. Literally just finished training. And I'm training for Corona.
Yeah. Now, I did that Cog joke, literally having never seen this video. I swear to God. But I love the fact he's got the microphone wrapped around. That takes away from the mystique of you kind of being naked, because now you've obviously prepared.
Yeah.
So you could have just put a t-shirt on. You could have put some shorts, t-shirt on, instead of having what I assume is a naked, puckered anus against the leather seat.
I think
if he stands up, he might If he clenches and stands up, he might take the fucking sofa with him.
Who?
Look at not a fucking hair on his body. What? Anywhere.
I'm just looking at him and thinking, I don't really believe that he's just worked out because he has no sweat on him whatsoever. Like, he's not perspiring in any meaningful way.
And you wouldn't want
training
because
for
he's got electrical equipment wrapped around his fucking head, like over his neck,
Yes. What you really want is damp skin and then electricity near it. That works really well.
Absolutely. And naked flesh. It's a good combination, Andrew. You should try it. Have you tried taking a bath with an alarm clock or a radio, perhaps?
Oh, you can't. Well, in the UK,
you need to go back to the start because his opening sentence.
Amazing. All right, here we go.
In the UK, what?
What's
in the UK? Who? What now?
You don't have the proper electrical outlets in your bathrooms to allow people to put a hair.
Oh yes,
dryer, for instance, because extension leads clearly aren't a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're fucking idiotic.
And you shouldn't. You don't need electricity in the bathroom.
Yeah, I do.
It's where your water is. Well, you don't.
I need to dry my hair. I need when I had a curler.
You can leave. You can go to a different room.
Where is my
for that.
mirror and my hair products? In my bathroom.
Hey,
okay. How about this? How about
this?
Why don't you shave in another room? Why don't you shave your face in another room? Come on, they have the exception of electrical outlets in bathrooms is for men's shavers.
Kristi, I do.
Where do you go?
Kristi, I do shave in a different room.
What?
In my hallway. I've got a table. Picture the table that Rory is. Well, it's not. Technically, it's a cupboard, really. That Rory stood on in the cute. What's it called? The cute Rory Cats is a cute baby cats cuteness overload interlude or whatever the fuck it was called from the series I do that I've done a million episodes on that I should really remember rather than it just being an image I put into the fucking edit and then forget instantly about it. Yeah, it's that. So basically get into that mirror, basically.
So you go and you sit down when you shave?
No, I'm standing up, shave. If I need to wet shave, I will go into the like the downstairs toilet. There's a sink with a mirror, but generally I just dry shave.
Well, where do all the hairs go?
Onto a towel, which I then flick into the bin, and then put the towel in the wash. Done.
So you have to wash your towel every day, a new towel every day, because you shave.
No, I don't shave every day. Have you seen my fucking beard? Do you think I shave every day?
Well, but when you don't have a beard, do you shave every day?
Yes. But when was the last time you saw me without a beard?
Don't know. So men are a mystery to me. I don't understand you guys. All right.
Well, to a degree, they are to me as well. Because if you're wiping your ass and not washing your hands, or not wiping your ass at all, you're disgusting. And as we found out, there are lots of men doing that, and some that are lying.
Unless I'm professionally waxed, I only shave in one room in my house, and that is my bathroom.
Unless I'm professionally waxed.
Yes.
Are we talking back, vag, and crack wax?
I don't you think I have hair on my back? No, men get the back, sack, and crack.
No.
Men, you guys get the back, crack, and sack. It should be.
I've got I never used to have any hair on my back, really. I mean, I probably did have like tiny little, but Whereas now, I reach back there and it's like a fucking forest.
I have to say, ridiculous. So the first time I ever went like a complete, not just like a Brazilian landing strip, but just went complete everything, was I went to Australia. I don't know why I decided I wanted to have a full complete wax, but I did. And it was definitely one of the more painful experiences of my life.
But yeah, and you then look like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, but then I don't know if was I swimming or something, or I had a skinny bikini. I don't remember why I did it. I might have just done it to do it as a bucket list. Like, this is a thing I've never had done. Let's try that. But
yeah, well, okay.
But yeah, otherwise just shave in the bathroom, down the sink, down the drain, unless you have a drain catcher kind of thing. That's it. Anything else is getting a bit weird for me. But
anyway, talking of someone whose mind is in the drain.
Here we go. Our segue.
I've just finished training, Literally just finished training. And I'm training for Corona. I'm training for the virus.
I'm training for the virus. The fuck is it? By the way, already can't give one. Just instantly. Even if we don't watch another second of this video, yes, you were correct. Okay. Yeah, absolute nonsense. I missed it first time up. The wipe of the obviously not sweat from his brow.
Yeah, it just looks like oily hair.
Yeah, he's what a ham. What a fucking ham piece of garbage. And I'm training
for the virus.
For Corona? What are you talking about, you fucking lunatic? I'm training for the virus.
All right, here we go.
You know the virus isn't like the mandatory challenger for the fucking world heavyweight title you've got to beat. It's a virus.
Yes.
What are you talking
you don't
about?
Beat it. Like your immune system. You don't actually do any of the work. I guess staying healthy helps, but all right, here we go. Yeah. These are the deep thoughts by Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Everyone understands the idea.
Thoughts.
Yeah, very, very deep thoughts. So deep no one can fathom them.
Of putting money in the bank. You put money in the bank so that when you don't have money, you have backup money. But no one understands the idea of putting health in the bank.
What? Is this Alan Partridge? When you want money, you put money into the bank, and then you take money out, but no one thinks about the health like a bank because it's not actually a bank.
Because it's not a bank.
Shit.
You can't bank health. Okay, all right. This is amazing. Thank you, Cog.
Banking health. This is. Look at the eyes of a lunatic.
All right, here we go. Let's hear more.
I train so hard so that when shit like this happens, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I got health to spare.
What are you talking about, you fucking idiot? What are you talking about?
That's not how it works.
And not just that, but if you overtrain, you actually wear down your immune system. Professional sports people are more susceptible to common colds, for instance.
Yeah.
Because they're overdoing it on their body. Now, I'm not saying he necessarily is. He's not like absolutely crazy bodybuilder, ripped or whatever, but he's,
But it's
he's
not
got a
like,
decent body on him.
It's not like, the coronavirus would enter through, let's say, his nose when he goes to wipe his nose and it enters his body and his immune system goes, oh no, let's go into the